Order filled. Order filled. Hello, hey everybody. Let's go on to a normal chat, or let's just get rid of some stuff. How are we doing? Let's turn the music down. Coolio. You know what? I'm gonna bring these back into view in a little bit. Because I can explain that in just a moment. Oh, I got hay fever again today. Lovely. Woo! Jeez. As soon as I start sneezing. My God. Okay, there's your daily open. We are back above it. Bless me, thank you very much. Well, no, I haven't. I've got a tissue. We just, fuck's sake. So nice. It's not all over the sleeve. Yeah. It's all good. No, I'm clean. Microphone and camera off just one a bit. Because nobody wants me to hear me sounding like an elephant going and blowing my nose or whatever the noise is that I make. Hey, these streams always start strangely, don't they? Always. How's the NQ doing? Oh, yeah. I want to, I took a nice short here earlier on, and then I was saying in the chat, this is why, like, when I'm trading, usually I like to have like zero external influence, zero. anything open in the background. And I was like, I really want to long this. But then because I said I really want to long it, I didn't long it, and I didn't long it. I would have longed it. I would have longed that. Now, it's just really straightforward, right? You just, damn it. You win some, you miss some. As long as you don't lose some too. It's better to win forward or flat. That's how it should be. Forwards or flat. So we move forward with the short. Missed this one, but that's okay. It means we're flat. It means we're not losing. Just huddle the short and then Q. We're going lower. No, we're not. You bears. Correction's over. No, I couldn't care less what's happening. I could not care less where the market goes. I just trade it. That gift you sent me is now worth $400. Nice. One day I'll actually figure out how to look at that. Thank you very much. Maybe I should do a little giveaway. One day I will on stream put it's the Shiba Inu chain I need to add to my MetaMask, right? I'll get that sorted. And then we'll do something fun with it. I don't know. Anyway, who else is in the chat? We got Notorious POP. First in for my first time back with the group. Let's go. Thanks again, Luke, for chance at fresh start. Yeah, I mean, the last time you came back, or the last couple of times you came back, it's been a pretty good local top signal. So let's hope this isn't continuing on with that trend. Notorious POP. Mido, welcome. Real Boss Man, welcome. ZK, welcome. Robot, one day you will be first, yes. Cons, good morning. Ebba Mark. ZK, I've already said. Are we sweeping all-time high today? I entered at 70k to position. No, I mean, I'm in a short, so I have my alt longs, but I'll cover the short position in a moment of the short that I did take yesterday. Do I think we can push to new all-time highs? So yes, I do, because yesterday was quite a nice shakeout. We are back above daily open again, and we did just clean up the Trump talk wick, which was what we would expect to see, and had a very nice drop off in open interest from the move down as well. So we'll cover that in a moment. Oh, chat's a little bit more. Oh, Drop Dead just subscribed. Thank you very much for subscribing. Can you check out Jasmine? No. No. Maybe later. This week going to be juicy FOMC. Thoughts on Nikkei 225? I don't trade it's Japanese, right? I know the yen's not been doing well. I know the yen's not been doing very well lately, but I don't know about the Nikkei. Who else is here that I haven't said hello to? Blue Raincoat's here. Ragdogs is here. Everyone else I've missed. Chat's more active. This is nice. It's nice to see. Lucifer, if you've got an issue on WAP, then drop us a ticket in the chat on Discord, and we can try and sort that out. But I'm not aware of any changes that have happened over there. Correct. Just interested from a PA perspective. Maybe I'll have a look at. I don't know about my God. Apologies for the sniffy and sniffly sneezy. I thought I was out of hay fever season, but it's because clearly not. Clearly not. Louder, please. Mate, the mic is loud enough. The microphone is loud enough, man. Unless I go to this one. Can I go above 100%? I can't go above 100%. It's because I don't have the noise suppressor on and everything. Volume is on point. Or did you mean like sneezing louder? Or sniffling louder? Sound is good. Good. Let's have some water. Right. You know what? I'm going to start with this. It's a bit of fun. How's ETH BTC doing? How's NQ doing? So I just take a random little short on NQ here. No, it's all fine. Oh my god, go away. Images. Annoying. How's this on the 4? Any chance of Bitcoin? Yeah, okay, let's go on and do a Bitcoin overview. And I will record it again this morning. I'm going to try and blow my nose one more time. Let's see if this will just clear out any lingering pollen yuckiness in my face. Okay, try that again. I want to open up. I do want to just get another chart open here. This will do. Okay. Add on this. There we go. Let me also just see where this is at from the start. Okay. When I have to do everything as like a video, you guys have no idea how annoying it is to set everything up to make sure you've got everything in place to then go through everything that you want to talk about. Because usually I'm just like flicking back and forth, and I'm not like, when I trade, it's a pretty straightforward setup that I take, but to do the analysis, you need to go into a little bit more detail. So we have just about everything that I want to get loaded up. Very good. Okay, we can get into it. Music off. I'm going to hit record, and then we're going to go through the Bitcoin charts. Hello traders, welcome to today's video. Tuesday the 30th. I almost said Thursday. It's Tuesday the 30th of July 2024. And here's your Bitcoin update for today. As we all know, there was a pretty big move up over the weekend from Bitcoin with the SFP of those weekend highs yesterday, which then subsequently gave us a pretty decent drop. So in this video, I'm going to be covering the short position that I did take yesterday. So I did take a short position just before New York Open. I managed to get a pretty good entry on that, alerted the crew to it, as I always do with these kind of trades. And it hit exactly the target that we were looking for. So happy with that. And I will also, of course, cover what I'm expecting to see as we go in towards the end of the month. And then, of course, with FOMC coming up tomorrow, end of the month coming up, a lot of news factors starting to emerge, and what we can expect to see over the rest of this week, and then as we go into August, which is insane. I can't believe we're already going into August. But anyway, so Bitcoin on the daily, right? So first of all, as with quite often on these streams, we're hanging around the POC. So that's been a common theme for the last couple of weeks. We are just hanging around the POC. So the move up that we had yesterday did come and hit that 69,900 to 70K zone. In fact, on some of the perps exchanges, it was literally just 70K flat. And that's where we got the drop. So price unable to break through those big sell walls at 70K. And then we got a decent drop thereafter. Now, the move down that we have had, first of all, the target for the move down was very simply just to take out the weekend chop that we had. So, of course, we had some chop over the weekend, which was related to the Donald Trump talk at the Bitcoin conference, the new cult leader of Bitcoin and the cult leader of America, you bunch of weirdos. There's just some chop that we had from over there. But also you can see that on the daily, there was a small gap here on the daily time frame, which has now been cleaned up quite nicely yesterday and this morning. And we are now back at that POC area again here. Now, there was a gap on all time frames from the daily downwards, essentially. So as you go onto the 4 hour, okay, you can see that there was this 4 hour gap that was also here, which once again, like you do with the single prints, clean that up. All right, and now we're seeing a bounce. You drop it down onto the 1 hour. There were some gaps here on the 1 hour. Okay, cleaned it up yesterday. This was the first little one. So you had this drop down here, cleaned it up, then continuation. In fact, it was this one that I was looking at. This one right here. Then you go down onto the 30-minute. Okay, single prints, and so on as you go down. So cleaning up a lot of the imbalance that we had left from the move up. Now, of course, there is a little bit more below where price currently is. And that is where we have some confluence as well. So if this is to get more of a move down, if we are to reject here from this point of control, now the POC is slightly different depending on which exchange you're looking at, but it's roughly 67K on almost everything, both spot and on perps. So if this is going to reject this morning and roll over again, then I think it's quite simple where we can be looking at the next level of support, and that is to come down here and fill in this imbalance. And what we have here is the anchored VWAP from when we started to impulse higher. Okay, so we put in the low, we then ranged, and then we started to impulse higher. Right, and then if we draw an anchored VWAP all the way from our all-time highs, then once again, that is coming in around this same area. So the line in the sand really for this to remain bullish at this stage is holding this trend. So we are in an uptrend still, okay? We are still holding these series of higher highs and higher lows. And as long as that does continue, then I do think that this can start to move on towards those new all-time highs. But realistically, you do not want to see it dropping below 65. Because at that stage, you're looking at this almost as being a range deviation. We have that expansion, and now you're looking for continuation of the trend. But you don't really want to be losing this level as such anymore. Now, if I go over onto this chart, once again, this is just showing you the trade that was taken yesterday. So here's my little money shot. All right, that's where price was a little bit earlier on. And as always, I do alert the crew to when these trades are happening. So there's a little snippet here. I'm not going to open up the whole Discord, but you can see yesterday saying gone short here on the SFP of local highs. New York open soon, so we'll see how it goes. Still have those news wicks from last month slightly higher. Now, what actually happened is I took a short where price was, I mean, I'd have to go onto the really low time frames, but essentially we had a little like double tap into those highs yesterday. The first of which was the trade that I took, and then there was one that like ticked above it by a couple of dollars, and then we got more of a move down after that. So it was really insignificant. Okay, there were two little opportunities in which to get in, and just was holding that trade, so that one was really good. Then what I was saying was little take profit here. So this was as we just came down and essentially came back into this 30-minute 1 hour OB, and we were holding this trend line at that stage. So I took profit, a small amount of profit, about a third of the position. But I did say I was looking kind of toppy, and would expect the Trump speech lows to be taken at the very least. Now what happened? Those are the Trump, this is the Trump talk low. All right, you had that chop around the weekend during the Bitcoin conference. Those did indeed get taken, and that is when I subsequently closed almost the majority of the rest of the position. Now I'm still holding that short. I still have a little bit of it left, just in case we do start to roll over and lose that 65, and then we're looking at just continuing on with these big rotations within the whole range. But yeah, overall, I think that what we've seen has been pretty decent, and as long as this bounce is holding at this stage and we're not losing that 65, then I do think that this can continue to push higher. Now, the other thing, of course, is that monthly level, right? You go onto the monthly. We're very close to the end of the month. It's likely we're going to stay hanging around here. So I'm not expecting major moves either side of that. We have, like 2 days left of this month. There's not a whole lot price action can do in 2 days. Well, there is, but it doesn't happen all that often. All right. So probably more likely than not, we just stay contained around this monthly level within a few percent either side of it. And then what happens when we go into that close on tomorrow evening, Thursday morning, then we can be looking at is that going to be a bullish or bearish sign? Are we going to have a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly? Are we just going to be hanging around it? Is it going to close weak? How's it going to close? That can set us up for a bit of a catalyst as we go on into August. Do these What else is there on this that I want to discuss? If there's to be a move up, then, I mean, it can happen really quickly. Okay, so we know the levels of support that we want to be holding. We're in this short position. I have long exposure from lower. This isn't an area that I'm looking to compound. Okay, so I'm not looking to compound on any long positions here. I'm long from the lows. All right, the only place that I would seek to compound is back down here around about that 62. All right, and if this is going to be a case where we lose 65, then I do think a rotation all the way back down towards that 62 to 60K level is very likely at that stage, because that's where, again, if we're looking from monthly to monthly, we have the opportunity for it's not really bullish engulfing, but to close above those previous month opens there on the monthly candles. But then what have we been doing? We've just been trading monthly level to monthly level to monthly level to monthly level. And where is our current monthly open, which is going to become the previous month open? All right, it's down here at 62K. If this is to fail, if we're going to hold around here, that would be the logical next step lower that we're looking to see. And we just continue on with the summer range for a little bit longer. If this is to go higher, it's kind of anyone's guess, right? You would expect this to probably retrace the majority of that move up, because it was such a quick move down. You would expect the same thing, like we've seen with these drops, right? You retrace the whole move essentially. So as soon as this starts to get back above and change this market structure here, right, we have a bit of a downtrend. As soon as we start to change that, you're expecting the whole move to be taken. But like I say, it's not a place that I'm looking to take any additional long exposure here. I've got longs already open. I'm happy that we're probably going to be going to new all-time highs at some stage. But if this does go all the way back down to 60, 62K, that's the point in which I would look to compound, not where we are right now. Anything else that is interesting on this chart? Let's just open up the order flowy stuff. And what we can see from yesterday was it was the vast majority, okay, the price action that we saw from the move down yesterday was just purpose positions just getting stopped out, liquidated, okay? Overly bullish, right? We did see, and we were discussing this in the live stream yesterday as well. This is why during the live stream yesterday, we were expecting highs to be taken again. So I was live yesterday around about here. I was saying, I'm expecting the highs to be taken, then I want to take a short position. That is precisely what happened. Now, the reason I wanted to see that is because we were seeing an increase in open interest. Okay, but there wasn't anything significant going on with the delta. There wasn't anything too crazy going on. But look what happens as you get this, like as we go into that New York Open yesterday, a big move up in delta. All right, price unable to really break any further, simply stopping out early short positions and then an immediate drop from that point. So I wasn't watching the order flow at all. I don't believe that you really need to watch the order flow at all, because when you understand what price action does, the order flow just follows what it's going to do anyway, right? It's just, if you have the intuition, the order flow is going to do what you think it's going to do. And this is what has happened there, is that you stop out some short positions, you trap some longs, you have a big flush, and that takes away a ton of open interest that had been building throughout the weekend and on Monday morning, hitting exactly the target that we wanted to see. So it's really straightforward, simple stuff. It's just SFB of the highs. What did you go for? It's the lows. Yeah, it's just really straightforward stuff. Now, if we go over, if there's anything else that we really want to look at, the other thing that this did do, which was quite interesting, was that premium. Okay, because we were getting to a point where spot was starting to get even, like, I would say, slightly greedy. And I wouldn't, not necessarily slightly greedy, but I think it was almost a forced move up, that you were losing that premium there on spot. Funding rates, therefore, were, I mean, they've been neutral. It doesn't really mean very much. It's just overall I'm bullish when things are looking like this. But the drop down yesterday was mainly just rec perps and rec leverage before what could quite likely be continuation. We are in an uptrend. As we've got data like this, it would suggest that that uptrend can continue really easily here. So not looking at this as being bearish, as I say, unless we lose that 65K. Now, final little thing, is there anything on XO that I want to go over? Let's just open this up. From a TPO perspective, of course, we do have MPOCs down there at 64,200. Now, I mentioned that on yesterday's stream as being a level of interest, a level of significance. Okay, and it is there. It is something that I could maybe look to take a trade-off of if price does come down to that 64,200. But at that stage, as I've said previously, I think that would be a significant sign of weakness, and I think price would struggle to get back up towards these highs again here. The move up, if it does recover, then the volume point of control there at 69,600, time point of control at 69,500. So that zone would be the area, like I say, is if we do start to recover this, you're likely to recover the majority of the entire move down, right? So it would be, expecting, I wouldn't be shorting the golden pocket or anything like that. I would be looking for a move all the way back up towards the top from where the dump started yesterday, then see if maybe some short positions can be taken around here. But overall, these aren't levels that I'd really look to trade there. It's all internal. Okay, as I do quite often mention, I like to trade where there's liquidity. Okay, and yesterday we had liquidity, right? We came down, we took liquidity, and that's generally what I want to be trading. The lows of today don't look particularly good, so that could be We're putting in a fairly balanced profile, but if there is to be a spike down, I think that could give the opportunity. If you are looking for a scalp long, I think you'd want to see a spike down at this stage in order to get into any long positions. Here, a balanced profile like this is just not a place to open a trade at all. So just don't open a trade around here until you see acceptance outside of this value, and then you can start to target these highs, or if you see a spike below value, and then you can start to trade it in. Yeah, you get the idea, right? Let's go back over here. Yes, so just wrap things up on this. We'll go to the 15-minute. Yeah, ideally, two things you're looking for. Either if you want to take a scalp long, if you want to find a long position, you want to spike those lows. All right, there's not a trade to be had here right now. You want to spike the lows and then take it back up towards these highs, which was 69,600. All right, it's the origin of the move. Okay, so although you've got the POC up there, it's just the origin of the move. You're correcting all the imbalance. Alternatively, if the highs from that TPO are there at 67k, so that's breaking through the POC. So if this is to get a move and you see some volume coming in with an increase in open interest, then maybe you can break out long it towards here. But yeah, I think realistically, we're at the point of control. We're at those VWAPs. We're hovering around support here. If you want to build a position with a validation down here, then fine, go for it. I just don't think it's a pretty high probability trade at this stage because we still do have this bit of a downtrend. You either want to get it with some volume, start to catch that momentum as we go higher, or just wait for the spike, like I say, and then trade it back in the opposite direction there. For short positions, there's nothing unless it comes back up to 69,600. Unless, of course, you break a session high, like we've done previously, but when it's internal like this, it's not something that I look to trade. So yeah, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to wrap it up. There's nothing more I really want to discuss. So I will see you all again tomorrow on the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's hit the like button, by the way, everybody. We're lacking likes again all the time. Gotta remind you guys, hit the like button. Upload video. I will upload today's video. It had a bit more information in it than yesterday's. Are you still in position on alts right now? Yeah, I mean, there's no change on any of the alts. I've had no stops hit. I've had no further take profits hit. So as things change of altcoins, then I do update on those, but I've had no alerts go off, so I'm not aware of any changes. I'll check my portfolio, but usually I just set and forget. Yeah. I take the trade. I'll maybe watch it for like a day. I'll see how it goes for the first day. More or less forget about it. So unless I have an alert go off or a stop being hit, then I would imagine everything is exactly as it was with a lot of these altcoins. It's just chopping around more. So yeah, the main trade, yeah, it was that short from Bitcoin. That was where I put in a lot of the... That was the only trade from yesterday. I hope these streams are doing something like, because, I mean, I almost feel like I've gone like I'm almost off the scale of this bell curve right now when it comes to trading. Like I had the and it feels kind of weird when I do these streams, but you know, so you start trading and you don't really know anything, and then you learn all the TA under the sun, and your trading doesn't really improve, and then you come back down and you forget most of what you've learned, and then I feel like I'm somewhere down here. I'm just like, yo, look, it's just a short. It's just like it almost feels ridiculously dumb the way I'm trading, but I mean, you see the results, right? It's just I was getting so when there's like questions of like, what did you see on the order flow to make you take the short here? I mean, I didn't. I just shorted it. And we get examples of these quite often, and I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it anymore. It's so weird. I can't do it anymore. It's just, you get to that point where you've just repeated these trades over and 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 over again for years, and you're just like you just know, and you're like, oh come on, right? If you've got highs and lows that happen during when you've got like, all right, this choppiness here, yeah, the whole Trump thing. It's essentially WooX. So you've taken out the highs. Okay, you're not seeing any kind of rejection there at all. And maybe it was a bit of luck. Like, of course, this SFP happened when I was asleep. All right, there wasn't another one here. And then I got this one. Yeah. But then you just know where it's going to end up. It's like, it's a WooX. There it is. And I think that's what I repeat in the video as well. Like the order flow then just follows. And there's a lot of stuff that's, yeah. It was also important that happened on a Monday, yeah. Experience together with the automation. Yeah, I think that's it. You just have confidence in, if you see a setup, just take it. Just take it. Because there was a bit of confusion as well. Like when I took this trade, of course, you then had the New York Open, but by that stage you were already moving away from it. So New York Open was here, and you were already seeing that weakness. So if you'd waited until New York Open, it wouldn't have happened. It's just interesting. Size should say place in the above. What do you mean? Yeah. It's so good as well when you're just like, this is my thing right now. It's flat or forward. And if I don't see something that's just completely obvious to me, that this is a real nice setup, I should take the trade, I just simply do not take it. I don't think there's any need to be, especially, and maybe this is just something, it's quite like, I think every trader gets to this stage at some point where you just are happy with what you know. You don't necessarily want to change that. And I'm like, okay, I'm profitable here. It's decent. Yeah, I still lose trades, and I could still, if I was to really apply myself and to really like focus a lot more, I know for a fact I could do so much better. I still make like the odd silly mistake, but I make silly mistakes because I'm maybe not watching so much. So the way to remove the silly mistakes, because I'm not watching it, I'm not watching price as much as maybe I used to, and I'm not watching the order flow as much as I used to anymore. So the thing that the order flow used to do, and the thing that just having consistent screen time used to do to me, was just more like stop myself from making mistakes. But now, like, the way to stop myself making mistakes is just not to trade. Unless I see something really obvious. So it's just like, then I save all the screen time. Yeah. So the trades that I would have prevented myself from taking, I just don't look at anymore, because I know that the order flow is probably going to tell me something like, maybe just stay out of this one. You get to, and I think a lot of people, you get to that point where you just, I don't know. I feel like I need to be doing more, but that's the only reason I feel like I need to be doing more is because I feel like I need to give more trades when I'm on these streams. But then I think that's kind of dangerous in itself. Anyway, let's see if we spike lower today. And let me upload these videos. Do you still trade funded accounts? Yes. Yes. I need to do better thumbnails. Problem with uploading these videos is I use the same thumbnail. Legacy markets are great to trade, man. They're very nice. Sorry, bear with. So upload this one. Every time! Get lost. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb when it's this time of day, don't I? Every time, man. I can't remember the last time I did a stream and I didn't get a phone call in the middle of it. It's the same with the trading rooms. Go away. Don't want to talk to you. Where's the reversing truck? No reversing trucks. But also you wouldn't hear it because I do have the windows closed today and the AC on full blast. So I'm a little bit more, it is hot today. So if I had the window open, it would be boiling in here. So I'm packed full of air conditioning, which is probably why, no, wait, that should be less. I should be less hay fevery because I've got no outside air coming in. But I had just come back in from taking the dogs for a walk, so yeah. Right, I need to get this uploaded so then I can just get back to what I was doing. No, this video is not made for kids. No, there is no restrictions on this video. There are no controversial issues. Submit rating. Video elements, no, add nothing. I don't care about all of that. Make it public. Cool. All right, that's uploaded. Glyph, hire a graphics designer. No, I can't delegate. I'm the world's worst delegator. Literally, and and I can't keep on top of, like, if I was to hire someone to do something for me, I just can't keep on top of it. I'll forget about them, and they'll do, like, I've done it before. I hired someone to do some thumbnails for me. After about 3 thumbnails, I just forgot about them, and I was just like, you know what, it's just easier just to make my own. I know they might suck, but I'm just never going to keep it up. Understand your limitations. My limitations is I literally cannot, like, delegate. I can't do it for shit. Luke, can you shed some light on the general tax implications you get from using funded accounts? Yeah, it's really straightforward. So for myself, I just have a company set up, and I just report it as you're essentially a self-employed contractor. So, I mean, you don't even need to have a company. Just do it as, so if you're in the UK, self-assessment, and it's just income as a contractor. So it's so much easier then as well with, like, tax because essentially it's just a company paying you. Yeah, it's not like you've not made profit from trading. That's not how it gets like figured out. So yeah, tax with funded accounts is way more straightforward than actually trading your own money. Okay, that's avoided. Sure, I like Shorty's answer better. Yeah, Shorty's answer is better. You know, that's the one. Like, no one likes the government, so just, like, don't give them anything. There you go. That's the best way to do it. What was it CZ used to say? It's better to ask for forgiveness later than ask for permission before. So just, like, don't do it until you, and then ask for forgiveness, right? That was his thing. Because he was, but then he did end up in jail. So yeah, he's back out from jail soon, isn't he? He's almost finished his sentence. CZ. So hey, what's the worst that can happen? He got yeah. I mean, how many millions, billions and billions and billions of dollars and 4 months in jail? I'd take it. I'd take it. It's not that bad. And then he gets to just, I don't know. Agreed, let's not. No, that's just, no, come on. That's the thing you should fund. Don't. Yeah? That's, like, one of the things you should fund. It's actually been good news. So they've NHS have been given a pay rise for the first time in, like, years now, which is very nice. Labour government. Finally. I've been quite enjoying just the because Twitter's gone, like, massively right wing. I've been quite enjoying the meltdown of the Labour government on there. They're like, oh my god, they're making us pay VAT on my child's private education. Well, of course they are. You just got away with it for the past 14 years because the Tories love, like, just to give rich people more money. And then, like, why are you giving the NHS a pay rise? And you're then charging me VAT on my child's private education. Just deal with it. If you can afford a private education, you can afford VAT. Dumbasses. Right. Anyway, nothing's happening here. What's going on? Oh my god! Did I not say that I wanted to short when it was right there? I hate it when I stream. I miss all these opportunities. What else shall we look at? Chat's gone quiet. Give me some altcoins. This is what I mean about the alts. Like, just so many of them have just done nothing. So which were the alt trades that I've got open? I mean, they are just exactly, everything's just as you were. Give some ATH levels to add spot. I mean, well, this should be... Because I'd imagine we're still hugging that POC right now because I'm still just flat on this trade. Yeah, we are a little bit right at it. So this is where you want to hold on Aether. Yeah? So, yeah, just the same thing. If we lose this, then 65. Why your POC? I mean, POC can be very different depending on what exchange you're looking at. So, I don't know, Mexi POC. It's right here as well. Bybit. Let's get rid of this crap. I'll get rid of the launchy price action stuff and just keep it tight. Yeah, you got something there. That just looks a bit weird though. So at some point here, why is my what pane is this? Volume C. Oh, there we go. Yeah, look, here we go. This is why you've got a that's why you've got a POC down here. It's just it's really uneven price action, that. Weird. Whereas you actually look, it's crazy, like, Bybit's like really inorganic. Will you sell everything if you now have to prepay capital gains tax? Again, just if you're trading, do it as a business. Then it's not that's not a thing. Then it's just income. Just becomes income. BTC dominance started falling together with BTC from yesterday. Yeah, so anyway, Aether is kind of where you want to see this hold. Like, I'm flat on my trade here on Aether. What is there? Is there anything that's been moving that I have open positions for? No. I'm like, I mean, Doge looks good. I'm in from lower. I'll look at Doge in a second. The ZRO's just hanging out at support. ATH is just hanging out at support. ZK is just hanging out at support. That actually drops a little bit lower than I was expecting, but it's still okay here. ENA hanging out at support. Pendle hanging out at support. IMX hanging out at support. That's everything. Yeah, there's like literally nothing moving, is there? No, at least nothing that I've been trading. Because Doge was here. ENA USDT. Literally nothing moving. Zero USDT. Just chilling. Chilling. Alright, let's find something that is moving. That's not a meme. What's the indicator you got on right now that colors the candles? It is volume sweep by Leviathan. This one. It's very good. I recommend. I like very much. Well, how's Cubic getting on? Yeah, nothing. I bought this. This was... So again, this was something that I spoke about on a previous stream. About how... I mean, hey. Crypto Twitter is showing how much it loves a cult. So this is like a cult coin. And I bought some down here and it had a little pump. They set up a little pump and dump. Or well, it tried to be a pump anyway. Back down to nowhere. I'm not really expecting to ever make money from this. Cubic. Piece of shit. Cult coin. Oh my god, Cubic's gonna change the world. No, it's not. It's just a cult coin. I'm so negative, man. You bought the Pico top of this thing. Oh, so many people did, man. They were like, oh my god, we're getting our exchange listings. It's the most bullish thing in the world. Nope. Hey, I got burnt on plenty of stuff this cycle, so it's all good. It might change the world. It might do. It might do. It'll change the world by causing people who bought it to go insane and then do bad things. That's generally what happens to cults, right? People go insane and do bad things. Why is it just memes moving? Can we just like get out of this phase of the market now already? I'm bored. Alright, boom. Alert placed. Short that bitch if it comes up here. Is there anything else? It's a daily gap as well. Yeah, short that bitch. Short that bitch. Not shot. Short. Ooh. Talk about people doing bad things. I don't want to shoot no bitches. Confluence. Hey, there we go. Smash. We wait. I like me shorting some meme coins. Meme coin, shitcoin, meme coin, shitcoin, no idea. Meme coin, no idea. Radiant, no idea. Tensor, shitcoin, Riff, no idea. Zero, yeah. That's the first coin that I know. Comp, PopCap, meme. Blah. Whiff. Nothing happening. Is there anything down a lot today that we can look for longs on? Cass. Is Cass gonna hit 20 cents? 100x my position even though I no longer hold any of my position? GTO short. GTO. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. So that's interesting that an anchor view up from there has done this. From there it's support. Interesting. It's unusual. Oh no, banana guns dumping on all the people that bought it. Slurf. So annoyed he didn't take this trade. I had the golden opportunity again to short Solana and just shit on all the Soul Moon kids again. I didn't do it. I was literally right there when I was talking. When we had it, we freaking had it. I didn't take it because I was streaming. We had it. Ah. Down 7%. Short Bitcoin instead. It's fine. Can't believe that. We had it. You still have Tau. Yeah. I got a spot position on Tau. That's a bit of a cult coin as well, though, isn't it? The more I trade, the less I just want to hold anything anymore. You need a couple more screens while streaming. What do you mean? I've got plenty. It's going to be so difficult while I've got less than a month left before I'm forced to trade from a laptop for forever. So, I mean, there is method in my madness of not really trading anymore because I know I'm like physically not going to be able to from next month onwards. Like, I can't day trade or just on a laptop. No. Can maybe take the odd little like scalp here and there at certain times of the day. But overall, I think I'm just going to be limited to like 4-hour time frame and above. For like forever. I'll still do what I can with in terms of analysis for you guys, but for me actually trading the stuff is going to be difficult. Yeah, Tau I'm okay with that. Because, you know, like my entry was like 300 to 280, so we're up. We're up. We're doing all right. But again, it's not really doing anything. That was a anchored VWAP rejected from its all-time lows. Check Jupe USDT. Jupiter. That looks like a good short, dude, doesn't it? Everything looks like better shorts right now. Or a lot of stuff. Get a portable large screen projector. That is a very good idea. I've got it's not as bad as I'm saying. Like, I managed it fine when I've been on my travels before, and I do travel quite often. So it'll be fine. I'm over exaggerating. I've got a very good laptop. I've got 2 portable screens, and I may well get a projector. And I'm making sure like everywhere I stay has a workspace, good Wi-Fi, all of that kind of thing. I'm certainly not going to be slumming it. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about Jupe. Took some internal highs. It's going to struggle to get any higher than that. Daily. It's just weird how it's come like straight back into the same level that I shorted it previously. So I'm just like, oh look, there we go. That's interesting. Yeah, there's not really anything on here, is there? Looks a better short, but there's no actual place in which to take a short now. You could come all the way down here to like $1 again and still be like pretty bullish. So if you want to go for a long position, look for something around about $1. Thanks for the DMs to a couple of people that have just given me suggestions. No, it's fine. Honestly, I'm very much over exaggerating how my woes are going to be when I do go traveling. So yeah, like I said, I've got a really nice portable setup that I'm going to be using. So it's going to be very good. Decent laptop. I can have it vertical stacked screens. I've got another screen that I can go off to the side. All fits in a little bag, tiny little bag. Then I've got my iPad, and then I've got an old. Wow, you can't even see it. It's invisible. It's invisible. I've got an old MacBook that I may use. I'm considering just going back to MacBook again, because I've got a Lenovo Legion. It's a really decent laptop, but it's not particularly portable. It's got a real heavy, because it's one of those like proper like beastie gaming setups, and it's just got like this brick power bank that goes with it. I don't think I need that kind of thing. Like, I mean, when it comes to crypto, a lot of the trades I'll take will probably just go back to being on my phone again. Or when I do API, it's not particularly like RAM intensive. And for a MacBook, like if I get the new M3 ones, they're like great and they're light and the battery lasts forever. So it means I can just go to the pool or whatever and it will just go and last forever. Whereas the one I've got at the moment, I kind of need to be plugged in. Otherwise, I'm just from iPad. And then also like the way that I'm trading legacy markets, I've removed order flow from doing those, and I've just gone purely to trading on Top Step, which again uses like nothing, uses like no RAM at all. So like just go for like a simple setup. So I am considering just going back to MacBook. Say Doge short. Let's have a look at Doge. See, I'm in the long. Don't say Doge short. That makes me scared, man. Nah, I'm sticking with this one. That's my long. Well, there's certainly not a short where it is right now because you're in the middle of nowhere. In fact, you're at support. You wouldn't short an uptrend when you're just like testing a daily OB, right? Just doesn't make sense. There's your support. Just completely doesn't make sense to short this. Don't scare me, man. Unless you're seeing something I'm not seeing. I wouldn't be shorting that. I'm sticking to it. In fact, long Doge looks better. Like way better to me. Way better. In fact, you've got like a decent, you're at support right now. Yeah. Invalidation, like you got a long. This is a better long. Okay, I'm in a long already, but if you want to add, I mean, don't really want to, fuck it, long where it is now. You don't want to see it come back down here. Yeah. But like something like this kind of looks okay. Ideally get a better entry, right? And give yourself a better invalidation that's lower. But I mean, it's not bad. Doge looks fine. Looks good. But hey, you may be seeing something that I'm not seeing. Best Doge long would be at 0.078. Oh my god, don't make me scared like this. No, it won't. That won't be a good one. If Doge comes down here, the market is doomed. Doomed. I don't want that. No. Doomed. We're not going any lower. No, it's going up. Shut up. It's going up from here. Depends on when and how, yeah. No, I mean, hey, look, Bitcoin's rolling over. If Bitcoin comes all the way back down here, how's the Doge BTC pair going on? Could you realistically, how far down is that? 40%? Are you insane? Doge Bitcoin. All right, we're looking at, I mean, so you're gonna get, right, let's say reasonable expectations, 8 to 10% corrective move on Bitcoin again here. Would be fine. You've got to get 30% more out of Doge. Is that like not basically zero? Oh my, no, actually, God, scary. Hey, look, if you come down all the way back down here, hey, it's not, I don't see it happening. I hope it doesn't happen. Because we actually went, pray for my longs that this level holds, otherwise, yeah, it will happen. You do have, if you want to go and fill this gap that's down here, right? That would actually take it there. So if you got to move down on Bitcoin, oh damn it! If you got to move down on Bitcoin, that went down to 60k again, and then you saw weakness on Doge BTC that took it down to fill this weekly gap, you would hit that setup. And I would be wrecked. I would be wrecked. That's too far down for me. But hey, I have a stop loss, so I'm not actually going to be that wrecked. All right. I'll be a little bit wrecked because I'll have to take an L on my trade, but I certainly wouldn't hold it all the way down there. Right, I think probably just gonna call it a day there again, and we'll wrap this up. So anything further that we want to go over? Let's just let's go back to Bitcoin. So yeah, still holding this one for now. Still holding this short, and yeah, if we can get one more spike towards the lows, I think that would be quite nice. That is the trade. Question, Luke, how do you find breakout prop firm? They have, the platform's terrible. But I actually have some. Do I? I've been talking to the guys over there, and they are doing some pretty cool. Can I? We're like, do I give away some insider information? Is there anyone here that's watching that that should tell me like I should shut my mouth right now? Otherwise I'll get away with this because no one's going to say anything. So essentially what I'll say right now, there is a problem. So there's a big problem with their platform. It's just not very good for a start. So I've used it and it's not very good because they just use this like white label platform, which was only really meant to be just to get them started anyway. Okay, they were a very, very, very new company. And it was just to get them started, to get people starting to use it and start to have feedback. Now, it's no secret from them that they work with Bybit for liquidity, right? And I think that relationship's going to become stronger. And there's quite a big opportunity now. I've spoken about this in For the Crew. Essentially, by the time the next cycle comes around, we're not going to be able to trade on centralized exchanges anymore. It's just not really going to be a thing. So it's going to be DEXs and it's going to be prop firms. Now, the issue that a lot of the prop firms have is there will be book, which means that they aren't really trading it. There's no actual mechanism in which to trade. It's demo all the time, which is what you get from a lot of these just crappy exchanges, like MEXC and BingX and all of these. They're B-book exchanges. The money doesn't actually exist. Okay, and that's what it's like with props. But there's a few of them that are working on something. And I think that there's going to be big changes that come to the prop space in general quite soon. And also, you'll know that basically, like, I don't like to trade crypto anywhere that I can't trade via an API, say on like Teal Street or something like that. So there are things that the nice thing about Top Step, and which is why I do like the trading there, they've got a really robust really, really nice, clean platform to use to trade off of, that I can just be on my phone, on my iPad, on my laptop. I can just open it up from anywhere. It's super, super clean. Doesn't really take up, like, it doesn't cause any weirdness within your computer. It's all really intuitive, drag and drop things, and it's really, really nice. And we don't really have that from any other ones yet, but I know that there are prop firms that are working on better solutions. There are good trading platforms out there that will, if they go A-book, then it means that the liquidity is real and they will actually be able to be like, you'll actually be able to trade them on better platforms. So it won't just be a case like it's horrible, it's super clunky breakout. So yeah, I haven't given anything away, but I've said like there are things that I think will happen over the next year or so, or six months or so. But yeah, I think everything's going to be moving that way just anyway, towards props and towards decentralized exchanges. But they'll be better. They will improve. There you go. Where will Bybit and Binance go? Asia. Basically. I'm not saying we won't be able to trade on centralized exchanges. I'm just saying there will be the boundaries in place. This will be when the bear market hits, okay? Because we know Europe already cracking down, right? And for all you people that think Trump's going to be really bullish for Bitcoin and for crypto, he's not, all right? Because the markets will top next year. And when it happens, he'll crack down on them just as hard as anyone else will. And he'll just ban them. It'll just be as simple as that. Because there will be, yeah, shit will hit the fan again. And they'll get banned. And yeah, of course, there are always workarounds. There's Palau IDs, there's VPNs, there's all of this kind of thing. But is it not just, why choose? There's so much friction at the moment. Like for me, I could still use Bybit if I wanted to. Okay, I have an ID that I can use, and I have a VPN that I could use. But that friction just prevents me from doing it. I'd rather just trade on a different exchange. I'll trade on Blofin or trade on WooX, where those restrictions don't exist. So all of them will have those restrictions, right? Soon. It's not just going to be a few of them. When it will be fine in a bull market, it doesn't matter, because they're not going to crack down on things in a bull market. And the exchanges will pay the fines. When the exchanges have the money, they'll just pay the fines. It'll be really, like, it's really easy. If you're like, okay, you're not meeting our KYC AML guidance, it's a $50 million fine. They'll be like, cool, yeah, we got that. That's like a day's worth of volume for us. When the bear market hits, they're not going to pay those fines anymore, so they'll just shut down. So, yeah. Exchanges that are non-KYC now will go KYC, and then they will put in restrictions. Exchanges that already are KYC will be subject to more restrictions. But the new emerging things are the DEXs and are the new prop firms, and if they can go A-book, then it means we're essentially trading the same thing. We're just circling around. We just got the loophole then. So then there's a loophole that can be used, and they won't be subject to the same restrictions because they're not technically holding anyone's money. So I think that's an interesting trend that we can look at for the next like year or so. So just like, not saying, I mean, there'll probably be like there'll be new CAXs that come out at some point, like some of the ones that you've never heard of. Like, I mean, from the last cycle till now. Okay, so when I started trading crypto, I traded on Bittrex. That died, along came BitMEX. All right, then everyone moved to Binance. Then everyone moved to Bybit. Now everyone's moving to Blofin and WooX. Then everyone's going to move to the next thing, and then everyone will move to the next thing, and then everyone will move to the next thing. It's just a very, very normal thing between cycle to cycle, and it's the same shit. Blofin is OKX, just wrapped and no restrictions. It's all the same people that run these exchanges. They just go, our exchange has been hit with restrictions. Let's restrict that. Let's open a new one. And then just move on. So there'll always be workarounds. There'll always be loopholes. Right? Crypto's really creative with that. We know how creative it is with it because get away with everything. It's always the Wild West here. But yeah, there'll be certain things that will change for sure. Dex's tech is getting better and better. The problem is liquidity. Yeah, I think that is the big problem. Now, if they can get better market makers indexes, then that will help. I know WooFi, because they're working with Wintermute, they've got a pretty good market maker there. The liquidity is okay. It's improving. But then is it going to improve enough to a point where it can then handle a bear market? Probably not, because in the bear market, the liquidity gets worse. So yeah, it may be a case that props become the best bet for a lot of people in a lot of parts of the world. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like anything can happen, but I'm just like, those are a few things that I think are the industry is preparing for. Basically, is just these changes will happen. Bear market is going to hit centralized exchanges really hard, like it did in the last one. It's just normal stuff. Since I'm back in the US, I need to trade on Blofin. Yeah, Blofin's great. I mean, the UI on the actual like web UI isn't the best. It's not the cleanest, but they've got a really good API, so that's all I really care about because I trade on Till Street, and that's hopefully what we're going to be able to do on certain other places very soon. I'm getting too rambly waffly here, and I'm running out of water. So yeah, food for thought. But for now, everything's cool. Like, for now, everything's cool. We're still in the bull market. We're still cool for now. A few more months. We're okay. We're okay. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to wrap this up here. And I'll see you all again tomorrow.